for how he used Giannis against the Heat in the playoffs, and overall, he's a very good coach that holds himself back from being great. Up next at number 8, we have Mike Malone of the Denver Nuggets. Malone is coming off of a coaching masterpiece, and he definitely saw a rise in his rating after pulling off not one, but two 3-1 series comebacks in this postseason, especially when you consider that the Nuggets were undermanned as well. They were without Will Barton, and Gary Harris was not 100% after he came back from his injury. So the run they made was one of the most impressive things achieved all season long. They may not have made it all the way to the finals, having lost to the eventual champion Lakers, but they certainly have a bright future with Malone in charge. Next up at number 7, we have Frank Vogel of the Los Angeles Lakers. When Vogel was hired in the offseason, some people were scratching their heads at the move, but Vogel proved that he was the exact man for the job and handled the pressure and expectations that came with the job perfectly. The Lakers are a team with a ton of big personalities and egos, with players like LeBron, Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo, Anthony Davis.
You ready to shred some tires?
And several others all under one roof. But Vogel managed to get every single player to buy into their roles, and it resulted in a championship. Stevens of the Boston Celtics. Widely regarded as one of the best head coaches in the NBA, Stevens comes in just after taking over as head coach, and his team has advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times in the past 4 seasons. However, what holds him back from cracking his team to the top of the Eastern Conference with a berth in the finals, and when you get to this point in the rankings, you're up against some of the best past LeBron James and the Miami Heat. He now has another rising European superstar at the helm of his team in Luka Doncic, and he already has the team's offense operating at a historically efficient rate. Carlisle's one of the best in the business, and the Mavericks should be back to legit contention very soon. Next up at number 4, we have Steve Kerr of the Golden State Warriors. Kerr took over the Warriors in 2014, and from there, he took the team to another level that began their dynasty run, where they won 3 championships in 4 years, taking 2015, 2017, and 2018. His presence has elevated Steph Curry's game, Klay Thompson's game, Draymond Green's game, and it has also helped the team become a hotspot for free agents to continue their reign moving forward. This year, injuries plagued them all season long, and as a result, they finished near the bottom of the standings, but with Steph and Klay back next season, expect them to get right back to competing at a high level. Up next at number 3, we have Nick Nurse of the Toronto Raptors. Nurse made a massive splash in the coaching world immediately.
Your body is a machine. 800 horses coursing through its veins. Ignited.
Managing to lead the Raptors to a title in his very first season in charge. However, I would argue that this season, more so than last, proved his brilliance, because when the team lost both Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green in free agency, many people wrote them off as contenders, yet they made it back to the conference finals and were 1 win away from a 2nd consecutive finals berth. He was a brilliant hire, and he deserves the ranking that he's been given here. Next up at number 2 now, we have Erik Spoelstra of the Miami Heat. Spoelstra's been one of the most underrated, great coaches in the NBA all the way back in the days when he was coaching LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. And this season, he put him on 15 all the way to the finals, and giving the Lakers a real run to their team and win. He got most of every player. And finally, the number 1 spot on the list goes to the man who I believe is the greatest coach of all time, Greg Popovich of the San Antonio Spurs. He's won 5 NBA titles over the years. He led the team to 22 consecutive playoff appearances before the streak snapped this season, and he's one of the winningest coaches to ever do it. This was a pretty easy decision for me, and there's not really much else that needs to be said. And with that being said, that's all I have for you today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below how you would rank the coaches. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. With the off-season being fully underway now and the 2020 NBA season officially coming to a close, there's no more basketball to be played until next season begins. So now is the perfect time to shift into off-season centric content. And by that, I mean it's time to rank some players. If you've been following along here on the channel, you'll know that the last few videos I've been putting out have been my official rankings of the best players in the league by position. And today we'll be continuing on in that series. We've gone through the point guards, shooting guards, and small forwards already, so today we'll be moving on to the 10 best power forwards. Before we get started though, it turns out about 82% of you watching the videos aren't even subscribed to the channel. So please, if you like the content we put out, consider subscribing, because not only does it help the channel out a ton, but I would also very much appreciate it. Now with that being said, let's begin. Before we get into the top 10, I first want to name some honorable mentions that just missed the cut, and the players in this category are Blake Griffin, Kevin Love, Draymond Green, and Jonathan Isaac. First, with Griffin, just a few short seasons ago, he was one of the best players at this position, but the reason why he's only an honorable mention now for me is because of the fact that injuries have taken such a huge toll on him. He missed almost the entirety of last season, and in the games that he did play, he kinda looked awful and had what was easily his worst season as a pro. With Kevin Love, he's still a very solid player at the position, but he is starting to get up there in age and isn't quite as good as he once was. Regarding Draymond, he's always been held in high regard throughout his tenure with the Warriors because of his ability to excel at doing the little things to hold their great teams together. But without stepping play this season, he struggled mightily, and this year definitely tanked some of his stock because of the fact that he wasn't able to step his game up in their absence. And lastly, Jonathan Isaac is someone that definitely should, which is in a bunch of different categories. Basketball court, I've gone through the coaches, I've gone through the bench players, I've gone through sharpshooters, but for today's video, we'll simply be looking at the best of the best the league has to offer by ranking the 10 best players in the NBA right now. This was the most difficult ranking to make because, put simply, the talent pool evolved this year and so many players played in the league, which makes it interesting when comparing it to the established veteran superstars. Before we get started though, it turns out about 79% of you watching aren't even subscribed to the channel. So please, if you enjoy the content, consider hitting the subscribe button, because not only does it help out a ton, but I would also very much appreciate it. Now with that being said, let's begin. Before we get into the top 10, I wanted to discuss some honorable mentions that just missed the cut, and the players in this category are Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, Ben Simmons, and Chris Paul. Jokic and Embiid, both being the top players at the center position, were very difficult snubs because both are incredibly talented and productive and have the ability to play as well or better than some of the guys included in the top 10. But there were only 10 spots available, so they came up at 11 and 12 for me. Tatum and Simmons are two fastly rising young studs, but for different reasons. And down the line, they too should be cracking the top 10. Tatum's here for his elite shot making and offensive talent, and Simmons is for his top. But this year, he showed everyone that he knew exactly what he was doing, and not only did the Heat emerge as a legit threat in the East, but he led them all the way to the NBA Finals. They took down the top-seeded Bucks led by the MVP. They took down a very talented Celtics team, and in the finals, they put up a very good fight against the Lakers, despite being undermanned.
What's good, Clem? And I'll try.
He may not put up the biggest numbers the Bucks scored,
When they start tweaking around that time, really.
in a ton of other ways, and they definitely would not be where they are now without it. Next up at number 9, we have Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. In just 2 seasons, Doncic has established himself as one of the truly elite talents in the game.
That man got the same profile picture as me.
So much more room to improve. For him to be able to put
There's something behind you. Behind you? There's something behind you. I just feel there's something behind you. It is something, a man. What's that? Why are you frozen?
Hey, god damn.
Find my number. Okay,
Imagine.
Imagine.
Next up at number 7, we have Kevin Durant of the Brooklyn Nets. I was honestly considering not including Durant at all on this list because of the fact that he missed the entire season because of an injury, and we really don't know how he's going to look when he comes back from it. But he is undoubtedly one of the best players in the league, so I decided to include him anyway. Obviously, at his peak, he's one of the very best players in the league and deserving of a
Wes.
higher ranking than 7.
Nigga, shoot center? Spotting up that close?
Not something to take lightly, and he very well might not look like himself immediately. He's still firmly in the top 10, but I need to see what he looks like for the Nets before I move him.
Ah, 2K, that's a fucking dog. Right there.
And I wonder, did you go there? My mirror's on.
Switch right quick.
Bring up.
That's all.
Ah. Big bodies.
Bro, my mirror's on. I'm not hitting nothing. Hold on.
What's up,
Ain't no
bro?
scam November.
He said no scam November. I'm dead as hell.
Put on the boxes and stuff. Some chairs on polo, cheese, trace, and food, you know.
Nigga said no scam November. I got no niggas in real life I've got account for them or some shit, bro. They gotta be like a well-known YouTuber or something.
Nah, I'm gonna get around the screen, bro.
Probably the 2 days though, cause I can't smash. I'm with it.
I'll throw you off that shit.
I was gonna shoot it, but I got no fucking energy. Let's hit me with precise accuracy. It's just a whole day, no. I can't. Poppies. Late.
To make a play. Too late to make one of those.
Dots. Late. Oh, daylight. What is this, a perimeter weapon player?
Oh, this nigga ran smacking to me, gave me a legal.
You gotta be two-way.
Nah, I'm gonna slash and play.
You slash your play? Someone got immaculate defense. Someone got
I'm
immaculate
getting
defense.
spiked one day. I'm getting like at least about 10 a day.
This
If I
man
stream
defense
longer,
is
I
quite
probably
hard.
20 if I stream longer.
Big man, don't come in, bro. Shoot it.
People?
If I spent longer, like for like
He was holding nail
4,
too.
5, the whole day, really, I'd probably get like 20, 30 a day.
You just stay outside and shoot that bitch. And just watch for that shot with him. With that son.
What? This thing.
Oh yeah. Good shot. Go to that case, man. I didn't take that.
Yeah, I should get like 1.1K today, sometime today. What am I at, like 1.92, 1.092, 1,092 or 93, one of those. I should hit 1.1 a day. Hey, happy early birthday, for real, for real.
After 7 seasons in New Orleans, where he struggled to find any postseason success, his move to LA must have felt like a breath of fresh air, and his legacy is just now beginning. Up next at number 4, we have James Harden. Harden has become a scoring machine at a level we really haven't seen in a very long time. And this year, he took home his 3rd straight scoring title by averaging 34 points per game. To add to that, he also dishes out about 7.5 assists and grabs almost 7 rebounds per game. And while he easily leads the league in isolation possessions, he also ranks in the 91st percentile in terms of his points produced in those situations.
Yeah, you should, for real. Especially PS5 come out. Make them first PS5 videos, boy. That's the easy views, for real, for real.
Yeah, this meter ain't gonna be too long, bro. I'm gonna be selling with this meter on. 2 days, no. Okay. I hate when my controller start doing this. You ever move walking back? Pop, go to game. I can't smell it.
Hall of Fame Dead Hour post page plus.
They followed me.
Yeah, I didn't get the peek of this. I'm like, fucking shooting, dude.
There's 2 days, no, I can't explain. %, to All-Star 2, no Superstar 2. It's an All-Star. I'm doing shit, dude.
Damn, he's done.
Comment down below how you would rank the players at the top of the NBA. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Boy, I hit 200% so much. I should be at like 1,000%, 1,000,000% right now, bro. I should be like 1,000,000% right now, for real, for real. I don't even know why they put the percentage stuff on, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm on the slash right now. My dude shoot. Bruh, this nigga jump shot range. 0 he made that, bruh. That's crazy.
How? Two workers. Oh. Probably have to, you know. Yeah, mom. Yeah.
What's up, yellow?
I didn't try to shoot that, I saw that. Oh my god.
What?
Oh, let's go. I really didn't try to take that. Try to pump fake. Oh my god, okay. He can shoot! Oh my god. Niggas got slashers in their name. Not even they can shoot whatever they. Oh my god. This is.
Yeah, this nigga dripping all under the goal and down for nothing.
Oh, okay. I should took my time. Oh my god, okay. I ain't got no stamina. Let's go. I'm 2-8 now against me. Get these niggas off this court already, boy. That's what it is, shit. Hey, come on now. Alrighty. I'll back out. Smash. Bye.
GG.
Provides a defensive spark we haven't seen from a first-year player in a while. His ability to make plays on the defensive end already rank amongst the best in the league, and if he can become a more consistent offensive player, he'll be a phenomenal two-way.
I don't know why he ain't going for the three. That's a steal. Alright. One meter needs to be off, so I can actually hit my shot. What's your name? My game time, brother. Oh, that's dots. Oh, he contested it? I'm out. No pass, huh?
He gotta turn his meat off when he get back on the game. He usually play with it off.
turn that bitch on. But I'm great with it though, so I mean, but I can mess with it anytime. Cause my controller likes to like, if I, how can I say it? You know how my bar goes all the way back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, my stick will mess it up sometimes. So. I know you saw the pump baby. Why he thought I was gonna take it again?
I use meter because I already know I can't shoot. I can shoot a little bit, but I prefer meter because I don't like shooting like that.
Ooh, facial.
What's up, Dunk? What's up, Mari? Whoever knew, like and sub up if y'all knew.
Yo, GG's, but keep it real. Y'all try
GG, bro.
because your big man's got set screens for you to score.
I don't need to take
Because I'm
time.
not a dribbler.
I'm inside. I can score anytime I want to.
I mean, I can ISO you without my volume. Without dribbling, really. I'm not a dribbler. I mean, but okay. He wants to talk trash. Cook me too. Cook me once I feel too. Okay. Oh, who playing against? I'm playmaking and Slash and play. Who I'm playing against? The Slash and play a bit. No, I'm playing against the Slash. He can shoot, but he can't really shoot.
So what would be like, yeah, it's worth the pain and extra $200? What's something you
Yeah, mom. Wait. I got a late from that, bro. Yeah, this game be wrong.
Well, 2K20, you gotta fucking... You gotta
I tried
time your
to see if I can
lips.
get my friend to make me, let me get 2K20 off on his account. Cause I made me a material finisher.
What niggas making? You probably make a
So I'm
black.
just way up and I'm telling you, please.
I heard there was a wave in this stuff. And glass finishes and stuff.
Oh wow, they finally. Oh, back out.
Okay, is that the
Damn,
Oh, you lagging?
yeah, I got legs tight.
You lagging, are you?
I'm back now. I got a fast fight. So in this game, fast for real.
Oh god. Okay, they love when they give a snatch box in them.
This shit was a snatch.
Some niggas like getting blocks, period. Like, come on.
Look what a
How?
ball is.
What was that? Robin? The AI.
That did a whole.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever seen
My
it.
AI shoot. When you pass the body, I'll automatically shoot. I can't even do anything. Are you good on my face? You go and try hard. Who, me? Someone. I don't know. I just said that. I'm gonna go try hard and continue. There's no point of going try hard. I mean, do you see the whip in your what's it called?
I was gonna keep trying to end the game fast, cause I was looking for leg spikes. I got 2 countdowns. GG's, Zico.
Well, I won't be going to school until like 2:05, 2:10.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, talk to you later. Anyway, we out here. You wanna go New England? Let's go. We got the game. Come to our resort. Of course, to start out telling her about Diane and my leave. Me?
Is year 17. And it's honestly just a testament to how long he's been great in the NBA. This man came into the league when I was 3. I am now 20 years old, and the man is still a top 3, top 4 player. This man came into the league.
Bro, how tall is that dude? What's up, Da Vinci?
Fuck, can you roll this shit again? Oh my god, man. Oh my god, I hate when control messes up.
I may hit a park dribble.
This man has no stamina. I can feel it. This thing went down way too quick. Oh man, leave me open. Oh yeah, man. Bro, my control game's like, yeah, you got a yam on your hand. I can't do that. My controller messing up, bro. I gotta get a whole new controller for Christmas.
Hey, wasn't it?
Cause I'm switching to PC, so I mean, yeah. I might have my PlayStation still. Okay, there we go. Good. Mm-hmm.